Hello friends, this is a requested video by subscriber. How to use viewbinding in Fragment to replace findViewById in AndroidX. This code version is in Java. So previously we have usage viewbinding in activity. So by the request of subscriber, this video is here. So directly move to understanding of viewbinding in Fragment. In most cases, viewbinding replaces findViewById. While we create certain layout file, automatically viewBinding class will be generated. Likewise, if the XML file is fragment_home.xml, then it is totally relevant to the XML file name. Likewise, automatically generated viewBinding class name will be fragment_home_binding. Then, if the file name of layout is fragment_gallery.xml, then automatic generated viewBinding class name will be fragment gallery binding. Then if the XML file is fragment_light.xml, then you can also imagine in your mind that viewBinding class name will be fragment like binding. So imagine in your mind that if the file name of layout is fragment_subscribe.xml, then automatically generated class name of viewBinding, it will be fragment subscribe binding. So there are certain necessary in viewBinding is check from the help and go to about. If your Android Studio version is older than 3.6, we need to update it and go to help and check for update. After if the update is available, then update and restart your Android Studio. So you will get the new look after Android Studio 3.6 Plus version. This one is the new look of Android Studio. So up to now, this much of theory portion is enough to implement the code of viewbinding in Fragment. So let's start. Step number 1. Inside the build.gradle file module level, we need to add this line in Android section. So mind well that this one is not dependency. We need to add this line view binding enable true inside build.gradle version. So go to over here file new Java project. There are default fragment in navigation drawer activity. So click on next, then give the file name view binding j demo. Select language Java and click on finish. Automatically all the stuff is here. So directly we are going to move forward to build a Gradle file. Inside this curly bracket, we need to add view binding enable equals to true. Make sure that your internet connection is on and click on sync now button. Our capabilities of view binding is now inbuilt with this project. So close this one. First we do with the default whatever the text shown in this one. So click on Shift F10. After the pressing Shift F10, what is default text on the main page, we can look it. See this one. After this launching activity, this is home fragment. So we are going to deal with this home fragment in default layout. Current layout is such like this one, fragment home, this one. There is no view automatically. All the view has been written by this code. So we are going to change it. So go to your UI and home fragment and you can write that over here. Just if see this one, our file name is fragment_home.xml. So we have to write fragment home binding. It is automatically generated class. We do not make it. So we click on fragment home binding binding is the name. Then directly you can select it. Control Shift slash is the shortcut key in Android Studio. So and directly you can write that binding equals to fragment home binding dot inflat get layout inflator, press semicolon, then return binding dot get root. So it is very easy to write. We need to override on view created. Over here we can, without findViewById, we can write text home dot set text view binding from home. So just we press Shift F10. So you know that the previous result is this is home fragment. This one is written by us. So view binding from home. If we get this text, then view binding in fragment is successfully implemented. So very easy task, view binding from home. So you can imagine this one is home fragment. We are going to change the other one. Likewise, gallery also. Currently, we are going to change view binding from home directly, but we are going to take one more button over here. So change this one and I will give it ID to btn underscore like. Likewise, text size will be 40 sb, then text will be like. Then over here we can set the background, likewise primary dark, and set text color is has, this one is the white color. So check this like button. Okay, just we want to show the toast message over here. So go to your home fragment. This one is not available, so you can comment it, delete it. Binding dot btn like dot set on click listener new, then press Ctrl space view on click listener, then toast dot make text, then get context like is clicked. So you can also like this video. So toast dot length short, then dot show. Always remember, press Shift F10. So just check this one. This one is altered by button, like button. We can click and we will get the toast message in the below side. So let's check this one, launching activity. Then over here, this like button, you can see the code over here. So like is clicked. We can see the toast. So easily we can implement view binding inside the fragment in AndroidX Android Jetpack version. So we have done with our step number 2 also, and step number 3 we have also designed this one. So it's after the design we can use it by the, we are free to use any component inside the fragment. We can, without findViewById, we can operate or we can write the listener. So we will move towards the step number 4. For the naming convention purpose, we are write this fragment underscore gallery. We are taking this one img icon inside the gallery. So by default you can see this one overview, there is nothing is written. Then we change it to image view and give it name to img icon. So give the id img icon. Just we can also set the source. Likewise, directly we can write IC launcher. So our image view is ready. Just we are going to click it img icon. So imagine the path in your mind. What will be the coding path? So imagine in your mind, I am going to implement it. So click on gallery. Inside the gallery fragment, over here we can directly write that if the file name is fragment gallery.xml, then over here we can write fragment gallery binding. Give the variable name, comment this code, or you can also delete it. Then binding equals to fragment gallery binding dot inflat, then get layout inflator, then directly return binding dot get root. So after that, just override on view created. After this on view created, we can see img icon by default over here. So binding dot, see this one img icon. Then just we want to write set on click listener, then press control space. So view dot on click listener, then you can also press toast dot make text, then get context image is click. So over here we can write toast dot length, long, short, whatever you want to write. Remember to dot show and press shift F10. So in this one is the home fragment. We can move towards the gallery fragment and we will get this code. So currently Gradle invocation is finished. See, you need to remember the steps. What will be the steps to for the implementation of view binding inside fragment? After that, practical it, and you can also easily implement this view binding inside new Android jetpack version. So go to file, click on gallery, see this one, then if we click on it we can see the toast. So image is clicked. So view binding without findViewById we can implement our listener. So move towards after the step number 4. Now it is exercise time. So if you are watching this one, then travel to even number, likewise 0 to 4, while click on text view inside slide show fragment. So possible exception is resource not found exception, string resource id not found, and if hint topic this one core java wrapper class typecasting and automatic type promotion. If you aware with these topic, then you can easily implement this one. Exercise time. So what is requirement for view binding implementation on your way? You can boost your skill. Likewise exercise time, if we click on our text view, then it should be 0, then move to 2, then move to 4, the even number will be there. So pause this video and you can implement on your own, then we will get back to this work. So exercise time is start now. So after the completion of this exercise, we are going to take this solution part also. So move towards the solution part. I thought that you have be with your exercise, then answer this one. This one is the answer. Inside the solution part, we can bind it and let's check how we have done to it. So go to your slideshow fragment. Just I want to increase the size of text and I want to set text color also to primary dark. So you can also implement more than this one 50 sp. By default I want to set certain text because it is even number. I start with 0, so 0 is here. So the first step is completed, that I have implemented as per my look. So, and I know that this one is text underscore slideshow. So go to UI, and after that UI, go to slideshow fragment. You know that over here, if the file name is fragment underscore slideshow for layout, then over here we can write that fragment slide show binding and press semicolon. Comment this code. What is shortcut? Control Shift slash. So binding equals to fragment slide binding dot inflate get layout inflator semicolon it, then you can return binding dot get root, press semicolon. And what method we need to override? On view created. After that we can write this one, but we take one variable integer I equals to 0. Then directly move towards this one. We can directly write binding dot text slideshow dot set on click listener. Press new, control space. Then we can write that I is equal to I plus 2. I know that binding dot text slideshow dot set text. If you are novice to this one core Java, then you can many of the developer write I over here. This one we will get the error resource not found. If you want to check it, press Shift F10. It's a runtime exception. I know that, not compile time, because we cannot set integer directly to set text. So it is a runtime exception. Already we have seen this one and give the hint for possible exception. So if your core Java is sound, likewise, let's see, the two process gradle invocation is finished. Then see this one, because many of us are face this one. Then go to slideshow, click on it and close it down. Okay, so don't worry, you can see this one, this project. And if you go to logcat, I always say that toast is for client and logcat is the best friend of developer. So likewise, over here we can see our error also. So go to show only selected process, not in this one. So just we run on this emulator, and after we jump to our activity file. So click on FD demo, then over here slideshow, click this one, see this one over here, resource not found exception, resource ID. If you aware with this one, how to, if you aware with core Java wrapper class, we need to convert it. There are two ways. One is string dot value of, and we can pass the integer inside that. But the another line is for type promotion. If one variable type is integer and another is string, then it will automatically promote it to string. So refer automatic type promotion, automatic type promotion of core Java. So by the way of that, press Shift F10, then we can see what will be the code. So our exercise is to complete 0, 2 and 4. So moving towards the solution, and we can see this gradle invocation is finished, and over here we can go to slideshow, click on this one 0, 2 and click on 2. It is 4, 6, 8, 10, whatever the number, you can do it. This one is to boost your skill of view binding inside the fragment. So up to now you have seen this solution of this little exercise of view binding within this video. So thanks, you have seen that how to use view binding in fragment to replace findViewById in AndroidX. So thank you very much. Like it, share it, comment it, share with your friends and concerned persons. Implement it, enjoy this code. Thank you very much.